Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're taking a look at the absolute ultimate guide to virtual wealth, what we like to call the Los Santos Blueprint. We're going to turn the sprawling, chaotic city of Los Santos into our own personal money machine. Think of this as a thrilling rags-to-riches journey. We're charting the exact path you need to take to go from a lowly street hustler all the way to a completely untouchable criminal mastermind. Now, if you think making money in GTA 5 means just grinding the same boring missions over and over again, scratch that. Forget it entirely. That is a massive misconception. In this explainer, we're actually going to explore 10 incredibly fun, incredibly chaotic, and highly lucrative revenue streams. We're talking everything from crazy robberies to high-risk business ventures, and honestly, some completely ridiculous methods in between. We're going to show you how to generate serious cash.
All right, Section 1, quick cash and petty crime. Let's get into it. Let's start super simple with our very first revenue stream. You walk into a convenience store, pull out your weapon, and make a, let's say, very quick withdrawal straight from the cashier. This is your ground zero. Now, is this going to make you a millionaire? No way, absolutely not. But it's fast, it's chaotic, and it is literally perfect when you just need some emergency cash to scrape by. But here's your first critical lesson in the game's risk mechanics. You always have to remember that Los Santos is crawling with cops. One wrong move, that massive police response is going to cost you way more than whatever handful of cash you just stole. But, as you start gathering up that emergency cash, I really have to ask you, why buy expensive cars? Seriously, when you're trying to build an empire totally from scratch, tying up all your hard-earned capital in high-end vehicles just doesn't make any sense, especially when there is a much better alternative. Look at the massive difference here. You could sink your capital into a high-end vehicle at a dealership, or you could take the chaotic, entirely free alternative of just stealing one. That brings us to our second stream. You spot a valuable vehicle on the street, you grab it, take it down to Los Santos Customs, and just flip it for a profit. It's basically the GTA version of flipping cars for cash. And honestly, the absolute best part about this revenue stream, you don't even need a driver's license. Well, technically speaking anyway. Moving right along to Section 2, exploring the map. Listen, you don't actually have to commit massive GTA-level crimes every 5 seconds to pad your wallet. For streams 3 and 4, you can make fantastic money just by completing Strangers and Freaks missions, or by turning to treasure hunting. The Strangers and Freaks missions, they're totally unpredictable and often hilarious encounters that introduce you to the absolute weirdest characters in the game. On top of that, instead of just shooting everything that moves, treasure hunting lets you actually explore the map for hidden rewards. It turns making money into a real adventure. And let's be real, finding hidden stashes of cash feels way better than grinding the exact same mission for the 100th time. Which brings us to Section 3, high stakes and investments. So right here is where we see two completely different ways to leverage your capital for streams 5 and 6. Over on the one side, we have the stock market. Now, if you know what you're doing, you can make a ridiculous amount of money here. By completing certain assassination missions very strategically, you can actually manipulate the market. You buy low, you wait, and you sell high. Boom. Suddenly, Franklin isn't just jacking cars, he's a top-tier Los Santos investor. But on the other side, we have the Diamond Casino. Now, this is totally luck-based. Sure, your balance can go up, but man, it can disappear incredibly fast. Do not, I repeat, do not treat gambling as a reliable strategy. It's purely for entertainment, for sure not a real financial plan. All right, Section 4, the big score, heists. This is it. Revenue stream number 7 is the big one, the blockbuster operation. A heist is this highly precise 4-step operation that requires massive coordination. Step 1, you have to meticulously plan the job. Step 2, choose the right crew, because believe me, weak links will absolutely cost you. Step 3, grab the target. And Step 4, escape before the entire police department crashes the party. It's like a giant puzzle, and you literally cannot skip a single step if you want that massive payday. Because there is a golden rule in Los Santos. The getaway is usually more difficult than the robbery. Getting your hands on the cash, that is only half the battle. Surviving the escape when the cops descend on you with literally everything they have, yeah, that is where the real work happens. Now for the boss tier. Section 5, building your criminal empire. So, transitioning from just doing all the dirty work yourself to treating the city like your own personal corporate playground, that unlocks streams 8 and 9. You can actually run operations out of nightclubs and warehouses to build multiple overlapping income streams. You can take on cargo and special cargo missions, where you source valuable goods, deliver them, and sell them off for massive profits. Sounds pretty easy, right? Well, here is the catch. You're playing online. You always have to beware of rival players just appearing out of nowhere. They will happily destroy your deliveries and wipe out your profits just for the sheer fun of it. At this level, our 10th stream basically turns the game into a GTA business simulator. The ultimate goal here isn't just to make money, it's to generate passive income while you're out doing something else entirely. It's a passive income generator, just, with significantly more explosions than your average day at the office.
And finally, Section 6, the ultimate financial flex.
So, what does this all mean? The true masterstroke here isn't relying on just one single method. It's all about combining every single one of these activities into a highly diversified criminal portfolio. You run your businesses in the background, you complete the profitable missions, you take on those massive heists, you invest strategically in the stock market, and crucially, this is super important, you keep your spending on expensive toys under control.
$10 million. To put that into perspective, making $1 million in Los Santos, that's great, but earning $10 million and actually keeping it, that is the real GTA 5 flex. That proves you aren't just a street hustler anymore. You've officially mastered the blueprint.
So, as we wrap up this explainer, I've got to ask, which money-making method are you going to choose to build your empire? Are you going to orchestrate strategic heists, run massive warehouse businesses, play the stock market, or are you just the guy who steals a random car and hopes nobody notices? Decide your path carefully, folks, because